Welcome to another game review by TechBlur, and today we're going to be reviewing the latest racing game from Codemasters, which is the Dirt Rally 2. Yes, you've heard it right. So, without further ado, let's get started. So starting off the game, we are allowed to make a profile of our own. So we enter our name, our country, and the type of driver we want or its appearance accordingly, and then we start our game. Initially, we are given a few choices, and looks like it should be a good game. So go to the settings and adjust a few things such as the input, game settings, graphics, or audio. So we first of all go to the input settings and we can see a keyboard option. That's because we are using a keyboard instead of a steering wheel. Now I know some people will say that a steering wheel might be better, but at the moment we are using a keyboard. And now you can see us adjusting the key mappings for our keyboard according to our preferences for the maximum input. Now also, the difficulty settings is something that you should definitely take into consideration, especially if you're playing Dirt for the first time, because it is said to be a very difficult game if you are a beginner at this level. After that, we go to the rally settings and try out our first match or our first race, and in this one we'll choose a competition straight away, and we're invited to Hawke's Bay in New Zealand, which should be a good map for this race. Firstly, the game graphics of this game is truly stunning. It looks like it should be stunning, but mind you, it is a very high graphical game, so your GPU needs to be a good one. Starting off the race, it does feel a bit like the original Dirt. Honestly, it is the original Dirt. Except for the new additions to the cars and the championships, I think it looks like the original Dirt. But the overall physics of the game, the way it handles the cars, it looks absolutely, no doubt, like the original game. The braking system, the handling, it's a bit more subtle this year, and it's a bit more easier, I think. But overall, it's almost the same game. I mean, they made a few tweaks in the handling. When you turn, there are a few more additions. Like if you're taking a very straight up turn, it will make it much more easier for you to handle. And especially when you're using a keyboard, it's very difficult to keep your car inside the track, because using a keyboard, it's a constant pain, because you constantly need to press your keys, and especially if you have a mechanical keyboard, that will make your situation even worse by hearing all those clicks. And as you can see, turning in this game is very difficult, but once you get used to it, it will be very easy. The braking is not the best. As you can see, I've already crashed into some trees, and it does not seem like this game has a very good idea of car physics. I mean, it is not the worst, but it's not the best either. So you really need to make sure if you want to buy this game. Although this game was nice on the first look, but the one thing that really kept me away from this game for some time was this, and that was the FIA Rallycross Championship. Now, when I first bought this game, I was really excited, especially for this edition of the game, but once I started the match, it was completely different. Now, don't be fooled here. Once you enter, you see a very nice set of cars, and the circuits look absolutely amazing. The graphics of this game are truly amazing, as you can see. But the thing that will really hurt you is when the match actually starts, or the race, I should say, actually starts. And as you can see, I started it already. I was really hyped, and we were onto the starting line, and all the cars were ready, and in the interior it looked absolutely real. And as you can see, I've also changed the camera angle for a better view, but once that red light turned to green, all my hopes turned down into the drain. As you can see, we've started the race, and initially, boom, I've already lost track. And It's not because I was accelerating too much, or I don't really know, but I couldn't just keep control. I mean, I just couldn't. I mean, in the rally, it was much more easier, I think, but once it came to this race, it was really, really difficult. I kept crashing everywhere. I lost control. I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, I turned the difficulty to easy, but still, it was getting very harder and harder for me to control the car. And I just kept pressing my keys from the keyboard, but it wouldn't just stop. I would keep crashing every now and then. I mean, once you play this and once you play the rally, it's two completely different things at all. I mean, it looks a completely different game on its own. So this is one more downside of this game. So before choosing this game, you really need to be sure if you really want to play this game. So that is my conclusion on this game from Dirt Rally 2 by Codemasters. It was not a disappointment, I would say, but really not that good of a game as well. So before buying it, you may want to consider your options, especially since there are games like Forza Horizon 4 or even Project Cars or many other racing games out there. So that's all for today. And if you haven't liked this review, you can hit the dislike button. But if you did like it, leave a like, give a comment, share this video, and of course, how can I forget, do subscribe to our channel for further tech reviews, game reviews, etc. and whatnot. Till then, it's bye for now.